There are a number of methods chess players use to write down the moves of their games. The most widely used method is called algebraic notation. To describe a move in algebraic notation, start by writing down the letter of the piece that is moving. Capital K is for king. Capital Q is for queen. Capital R is for rook. Capital B is for bishop. And capital N, not K, is for knight. Remember, K is already being used by the king. If a pawn is moving, don't write down anything. Next, write down the file, A through H, and rank 1 through 8 of that piece's destination square. Here's how you'd write the notation on the first few moves of a real game. White begins by moving his pawn to E4. Since you don't use any piece names for pawn, you write only the destination square, E4. Black responds by moving his pawn to E5. This is written E5. Next, White moves his knight to F3. You write capital N, F3. Black moves his knight to C6. So you write capital N, C6. White attacks by moving his bishop to B5. And you write capital B, B5. Black brings out his F pawn to F5. You write F5. Algebraic notation uses the letter X to indicate a capture. So when the white bishop takes black's knight on C6, you write capital B, X, C6. When a pawn makes a capture, you write down the file on which it starts. So when black's F-pawn captures white's E-pawn, you write FX, E4. White moves his pawn to D3, D3. And black responds by checking with his bishop. When a move places the other side in check, put a plus sign at the end of the move. So this move would be written capital B, B4, plus. Sometimes identical pieces can move to the same square. For example, white can remove the threat to his king by moving either of his knights to D2. Here's how you define which piece is moving. If both pieces start on the same file, put the starting rank, 1 through 8, right after the name of the piece. Otherwise, put the starting file, A through H, right after the name of the piece. In this case, the two white knights are on different files. So if you're moving the knight on F3, you would write capital N, F, D2. Castling kingside is written O-O. Castling queenside is written O-O-O. When a pawn promotes to another piece, you write H8, capital Q. The Q indicates that, in this case, the pawn is promoting to a queen. When a move causes checkmate, you write a plus after the move. So if white moves his bishop to E6, you write capital B, E6, plus. Sometimes a chess player will include commentary in his notation. If you see an exclamation point after a move, it means that the move is considered to be a good one. A question mark after a move means that the move is a questionable one. Watch the move and then type in the correct algebraic notation. Correct. Type in the correct algebraic notation for the following move. Correct. Type in the correct algebraic notation for this move. Correct. Type in the correct algebraic notation for this move. Correct. Type in the correct algebraic notation for the following move. Correct. Type in the correct algebraic notation for this move. Correct. Watch the move and then type in the correct algebraic notation. Correct. Type in the correct algebraic notation for the following move. Correct. Type in the correct algebraic notation for this move. Correct. Watch the move and then type in the correct algebraic notation. Correct.